a new server icon for Discord.
Sweet. I might also have fixed the sound.
Oh. Shielding. Healing.
Dire Spirit.
Spread.
I will repeat, no. No, we're good, we're good. We do actually want to spread, you're right. Hitbox middle, everyone.
Okay, I can do this.
This is fine.
This is fine.
And then get knocked back to your team.
Yeah.
I tried to catch up there, but it didn't work.
So we can only charge in if it's fire second veggie.
No. You can charge in if other people are matching your speed. It's totally makeable.
Okay, then we will charge in always.
We only had 3 people. Were we?
Sorry,
So
not
wait,
We only had
where
3
should we
people.
aim with the knockback? Which marker?
Aim yourself. If you're on the Midori team, aim towards 4, and if you're on the veggie team, aim towards 3.
It really knocked me back, like to the side a lot. Like, does it originate from her?
Yeah, it says center of hair hitbox.
Okay.
Also, sound is back, by the way. Good job.
Cool, I did fix that. Awesome, and no problem, Minty. I'm happy that we've got
Dude,
here.
look at it. She has a buff called Junction Lograph.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so good. I sent that to Minty.
Right, let's fucking go.
LFG.
God, I love this arena.
Me too. I have so many feelings about this. Remind me to record footage in here after we leave.
As if you'll forget.
I might. Don't underestimate me.
Okay, fine.
Do you rather I heal before or after Shockwave Pulsar?
After.
Okay. Perfect then. That's what I've been doing.
Okay, stack first.
So we stack, run in, then spread?
Yes.
Okay.
Stack in the hitbox in the middle and point yourself at the right side.
Oh, knockback minute doesn't work.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't work for any knockback here.
Oh, that's unfair. I don't know how I'm supposed to knock myself back towards 1. I guess I have to go behind E or something.
You just need to be spread. After,
Yeah, but I don't know where everyone else is going, so that's...
Yeah, we can adjust after.
yeah.
Okay.
There was
People
a bit of time.
are gonna
yeah, there's
tend
a
to the
couple
same
seconds.
places. We'll do it a couple of times, and you'll find out where your space is from that.
Yeah,
I'm probably gonna aim somewhere behind E.
that works.
If
You-
we keep the sides from tight, it should be.
Yeah, I'll probably be somewhere nearish to 3.
I'm going to charge, and I will stay at the back. Midori needs to get to. Well, it doesn't really matter. I just need to make sure that the tanks aren't grouped up because I think you both died that time from that. So I'll go towards 2.
Yeah, I will stay on C.
Okay.
She's so shiny.
everything.
True. Chilling.
She's got a less fiddly opener than Eden's Promise.
Chilling. Wow, we took like no damage there. Thanks, ad healers.
Direi spero.
Leave.
It's just what she said.
Like, does she actually say that out loud, or is that her,
She
like...
says it out loud. Direi spero.
Uh-oh, she doesn't say anything like that in English. She says, like, smite my foe or something. Yeah, we hug her.
Okay, this is fine.
Maybe I should stay in the back? Well, maybe not should stay in the back. Because then you wouldn't have to move, right?
Resting people.
Thank you.
Oh man, the
Yay,
fucking
we're live for this.
the graphics for
We're ready
this are
for
so
moving.
good.
Yeah, it looks amazing.
And we're dead.
Oh.
What does it do?
A
A lot of damage and then a lot of other shit. So
Wow, it is traffic lights.
we want to go and stand towards the yellow traffic lights at the start, and then based on the buffs that we've got, we want to bait these lasers. The order in which they come out is the same. There's the tethered pair to yellow, tethered pair to blue, and the untethered pair. But let's dive some more to it before we even start thinking about it.
So what you're saying is this is like E3S all over again. Tsunami. Tsunami. Even.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty good. Yeah, this is
Basically,
hello.
everyone has a different buff. Everyone needs to look at their own
It's
thing.
less complicated than either of those.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. There's only one thing that healers and tanks ever need to do. They do the same thing no matter what. DPS have a slightly different thing, but it's basically whether or not you've got water or whether you've got ice or fire. Cool.
Shin has a suggestion of pulling her to sea so we don't have to walk so much.
I agree, but that
Well, let's wait. How far can you go before you stop pulling her though? 'Cause she's got a
What?
smaller hitbox than the previous boss.
yeah. We'll figure it out. We'll just gotta try it.
Was that better?
Yeah, that's great.
Oh, I understand everything now. My third eye has opened, and I have become a samurai.
Welcome to the club.
Whispers of ruination.
Direi spero.
Hey, Spread first.
Please let me stay in melee. Please let me stay in melee. Please let me stay in melee. Please. Kudasai. Melee range. Onegaishimasu.
You did it. Now we hug her. Oh, right.
There was more people on this side than that side. No, there was the same number on each
We
side.
went like the
Yeah.
other way around, so now the markers are the other way around, I guess.
Yeah.
Can we be boss relative?
Yeah, we can be boss relative, definitely, because a lot of these other mechanics are going to be boss relative.
Okay.
Okay, basic relativity. So we want to start here, which is going to be...
We need big bits on this.
yeah.
Yeah, we need 30%.
Blah.
Ooh, it hurts.
We need reprisal on an addo and some nice shields and stuff. I'm gonna put totem.
Okay, I don't have a
Um,
shield here if I use it early, so I might save it for this because this looks way worse.
Yeah, save it for this.
Yeah, okay. Say no to science.
I haven't used my Adol yet at this point.
Rewind. Okay.
I don't know what I even should use it for before that one.
Save it for that one maybe?
Yeah.
That looks like a huge AoE.
It hit me for 190k. I had no vulnerability up.
Nice.
That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
I'm so emotional.
Pretty good.
So I'm not shielding here.
That sounds good.
I did a panic heal though.
I bet I can feint delay spell. I bet I can do the darkest dance.
Yeah, all the hammer attacks are.
It makes sense.
Okay, we're good.
Big hug.
Better? I got that.
That was my fault again.
How dare you make mistakes? Less than 30 minutes. Yeah, sure. I will do that. I will do it. I'll do it.
Ready to mitigate big pit.
Here we go. Basic relativity.
Long hat. Shielding.
Very simple. Very basic. Go to the yellow one. The yellow one's on D, and then the ice ones go and bait these. So I'll go and do this.
Oh god, I'm ice. What do I do?
Go and stand on the A one.
Oh, the A. Where's A? Oh god. Oh god. Oh,
It's okay.
I found A.
What now?
We just chill here for a bit, and then we go and stand in the middle here, and then my ice is gonna kill people. Okay, so let's go again, but the only things that I'm going to add on top of what we've got at the moment, because we're still doing the stuff before, is that the DPS they get ice need to go and stand next to the ones that have the yellow tethers, which will always be the side ones relative to where we're going for the yellow thing. And you bait, they will cast lasers on the closest thing to them, so you're baiting your laser so it doesn't hit the group or the other person on the other side. So that's all I'll say on that one for the moment. We'll just build it up.
I need a diagram.
I'm
ready.
Cool. There's like a million diagrams for this, and I'm not even sure what the best one is.
Shin will know.
Hell no. I don't know anything. No, I'm for real this time, because when I jumped into this, the group just told me what to do and I just did it. I have no idea about all the debuffs and stuff.
Fair.
And my job is literally just going right, and I'm fine.
Heal.
Delay spell. Okay, stack first. So after this, it's spread. Stay stacked, stay stacked. That's such a nice fake out. In the hitbox.
In knockback nut, I run to 1.
After this, spread out.
Or not.
Nice.
You got up there
Go
so
into
far.
the star, there's
Get
like
close.
some-
Yeah, in the star, in the star. Okay.
Shielding.
Look for the yellow one, it's at 1. And ice DPS go to the ones on yellow.
Oh god.
Oh, those...
Aren't there ones that the tanks or healers need to be at this point as well?
There are places the tanks and healers need to be. My understanding of that is a bit worse than where DPS need to be. I think you always go to the same positions where you're looking to record the shrieks. If, let's say, also, can we actually have it in the middle? I absolutely despise having it on one side because that's just going to be horrible for that entire phase. Yeah. So you want to be max melee range. Healer should stand east and west of tanks, slightly behind them relative to the out.
What yellow? Are we talking about a tether or the color of the light?
That is the yellow light that they're talking about. The yellow traffic light is essentially the heading for the rest of the mechanics.
Okay.
But don't. If you're learning what you're doing, don't even look at what the tanks and healers are doing. All you need to do is if you've got. So let's go a little bit further into it since we've got to it a couple times. If you've got, you'll either have blizzard or you'll have fire, and you'll either have the short fuse or the long fuse, which is just the duration on the debuffs. I think one of them is over 30 seconds and one of them is like 15 seconds. So if you've got the short one, ice, you literally do the same thing no matter what. Fire, you need to go out if you've got the short fuse and stand away from the group so that your explosion doesn't kill everyone. But
Okay.
let's go and die again. There's a ready check, Miss G pose. There we
So
are. Cool.
Blizzard goes to the first yellow no matter what.
Blizzard goes to the tethered two yellows. Not
There's a tethered yellow.
there's a yellow tether going to red traffic lights, to be completely explicit about it. Can we tank it in the middle as well, please? That would be ideal. Because that way range can still stand still. After this one then.
Yenny, Finny.
Today spin.
Both are correct.
Okay, it's spread first.
At my brain, please remember to stack later.
I will tell you to stack later. You asked nicely. Stay spread, stay spread. Inside the hitbox. Stack after this, stack.
I was slow. Sorry, that was my bad.
I think you might need to be back a little bit, Nason.
I charge in, I'll take some steps back, yeah.
Yeah, go to max melee.
Yeah.
I think we'll get to you then.
If charge took me to max melee, I would be there. That's cool. Also, Midori, can we... I know I said it literally as we were pulling, but can we fight it? Can we have it No, we need it. We need it at the side. You're right. Let's bring it to C. It's just that
We'll end up in the side anyway.
we need to bring it to the middle for basic relativity, or we're screwed though, or I'm screwed. In which case, I will just cry. Actually, I don't know. Okay, well let's go and let's figure out.
Yeah.
Cool. I think that would be ideal if we can move it after the knockback. Okay, it's stack first and then spread afterwards. Stack up. And then in the hitbox. And then spread out after this.
Can I get there? Go to the start.
Okay, she moves after that cast. That'll do it. Thanks, Midori. That's really good positioning as well. Okay, basic relativity. So now we're looking, move towards the yellow traffic lights when they spawn. God, this arena is amazing. I've got fire, long fire, so it'll be short ice. It's at 3. So ice should be on 2 and 4. That,
Something went wrong.
So the other thing we need to do is we need to call out which ones we're going to, because we don't have to find teams.
I don't understand the mechanics, so I literally don't know what I'm doing.
Okay.
So it's the people with the short buff, right, that take the.
It's always
DPS with
ice.
The short buffs that go out and bait those first.
It's always
So-
it's always ice that gets the first ones, because they need to be spread.
But does that timing work out if the ice is long as well as if the ice is short?
Yeah. You have the fires do something different if they're short.
Okay.
Okay, don't. This might help. For the first one, don't look at the return debuff, because I looked at it.
Yeah, don't worry about that one.
The seconds on the blizzard, like if you have ice, no matter what, you go east and west of.
Yeah.
North.
Yeah. So if for example, if we are on the north one here, because the yellow traffic light spawned on us, the first tether, the one that the ice DPS will go to, are the ones that are going to be at D and B. And so we need to have a DPS with the ice debuff stood nearest to the ones at D and B, pointing them away from the group.
Oh, you gotta point it away.
Yeah,
Okay.
you need to point it away from the group.
How do you point it? How do you point it? away?
It points at
aims at
you.
you.
It aims at you.
Yeah.
So it just like
So
how
you
the just
So
like how the
basically, you would stand close. Like if you were on D, you would stand a little bit closer to 1, so it would fire.
yeah.
Like the lions.
Yeah, exactly. Or the crystals.
But yes, ice always goes.
Yeah.
East and west.
If you've got a short fire timer, what you need to do is not stack with everyone at the yellow side and let your fire debuff explode, which will happen at the same time. I think I might be slightly wrong on that.
How long was the short one?
It's like less than 20 seconds, whereas the long one's like 30 seconds.
Okay.
If you, at a glance, you'll know whether it's long or short. I can call out the mechanics and the debuffs, but I can't look at what everyone else has and also try and stand in the right place. So I can say we've got short fires or we've got short blizzards. I can do one of those.
Yeah, once I understand the mechanic better, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
You know how I'd be.
Totally.
But it feels like something that's gonna be really fun to pull off.
Yeah, and also this is the hardest of them. The rest of them seems to be easier than this.
Oh wow.
Wait, this is way easier than the door bust. Well, not way, like...
It feels less bullshit than Junction Shiva at any rate.
Yeah. Less RNG, like once you got it, you got it.
Did
Maybe
I
it's like-
speru?
So
Yeah,
weird.
these numbers in the right places for basic relativity and healers. I'm gonna assume yes.
You mean the numbers on the floor?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. But we can check after.
Okay, first we hug, then we stack after we get knocked back.
That's right.
Hey!
It's the harder one too.
Did you not noom Nathan?
I did, and then I stood back.
Oh, okay. The noom was so fast my eye could not catch it.
Oh,
Nothing personal.
you move positions.
Yeah.
Okay, look for the yellow traffic light and check your debuffs. Okay, we got short ice. Yellow's on 2. I'll take the one at 1.
Is fire on 2?
So one of the... Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see. This says that fire players should be with the tanks.
So let's do a bit more.
If it's long fire.
A bit more positioning. It's so if it's long fire, you need to be with the tanks for the last one, but that's further into the fight than it's worth thinking about because we need to do the first couple of steps of it. If you've got short fire,
shortish because it was 20-something seconds.
no, we had short ice because I started with 13
Okay.
or 15, so it
Oh.
was
So there is. I had the exact same time as you, Jay.
yeah.
We both had the same timer and same element.
Yeah, we'll always have the elements will have the same times. There won't be a long and a short blizzard. There will either be long blizzards and short fires, or there will be long fires and short blizzards. And so that's how I can call that.
So long as just 20-something seconds.
Yeah. If you've got fire, let's position it as if like this is the north side. So let's pretend that for a second that blizzards are going and standing on B and D. So what needs to happen is that the tanks need to be stood like here-ish and here-ish outside of these circles, because they're going to either have the shriek or they're going to have the knockback. But the thing that's important, no, they're either going to have the shriek or the stack. But what's important is when the yellow traffic light that's here goes off, it's going to knock us all back, and it's going to do more damage to the people that are closest to them, which is the tanks. So that's why they're
We
stood.
should be on the marker.
So ideally, yeah, we want to pull the boss to the marker.
Okay.
And-
Where does fire go?
Fire goes if you've got long fire, you can just stack with the group for as long as we've seen into that mechanic, and don't worry about it for the moment. If you've got short fire, you want to go and explode safely out to the sides here.
That's like the spread thing, isn't it? Normally.
Yeah, it's the one that it looks like the spread mechanic. Yeah.
I'd really like the. Yeah, okay, maybe we should do that afterwards. But I'm having a look at like the guides or the PowerPoints on Sorted, and kind of it's making a lot more sense looking at that to me.
Yeah. I'm just trying to avoid us stopping for 15 minutes to all have a little read of it, because we'll get more out of even just tuning up the first couple of mechanics tonight and then having a read of it separately after this.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 15 seconds, was that a short ice?
That's
or
short. That's
long
a short ice. Short ice. That will go off at the same time as the lasers do.
So short ice goes out, then goes in for the knockback, and long ice goes knockback.
So
first, then ice out.
we all go in for the knockback. It's just yeah. The ice will always bait the first set of lasers.
So ice is always baiting the yellow lasers. Tanks are baiting the purple lasers, but that comes a little bit later.
That's the last one. It's always the yellow ones, the untethered ones.
The back ones are baited by healers, so
Yeah.
we need to stand a little bit away from the group.
Yeah, 3 and 4 are good positions for that. For if this is it, because you're slightly closer, and then everyone else is fine.
This isn't actually too bad when you break it down.
No, it really isn't.
Yeah, just don't worry about the rewind.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, let's not talk about. I keep on trying to third eye that, but you can't. You can third eye the Shockwave Pulsar, but if I third eye the first one, I fuck up third eyeing this one. Woe is me. Direi spero. It's too good a name.
Big hug.
And then after this, you're spreading.
Okay, like what?
Where are you getting knocked to?
Out.
But where? Okay, I'm gonna.
That means you're a little bit too much on the side.
I think I've got an idea.
I thought that it's fine if I'm like intercardinal to her, but apparently it makes me towards one.
I think it's because it's a big knockback on where her positioning is. You want to kind of, if you imagine there being like a small like cone shape that's like the back of her, you want to be at least, well actually you use the blank and the back and the flank. I think you want to be kind of lining up with the back at least.
So this was an instance of short ice, long fire, for the record.
So the person being knocked back directly south is, I believe, Veggie, but then he's got a charge to go into the boss.
Yeah.
So if you do the same thing, Finny, you can just stay back out while Veggie charges in.
I sometimes succeed and sometimes I don't. I usually want to go towards D.
Yeah, but I'm saying
D-
if you go towards
yeah.
C, directly south of the boss, Veggie's going to charge in, so he won't be with you.
Yeah, but what if someone else needs this
No, it shouldn't be, because there's only going to be 5 people at the back, and so if you take the center one, and then there's a healer here, and then a ranged, and the same on the other side, then there's plenty of space.
Yeah, Shin and I are doing D and 4 at the moment.
Oh, I'm doing D as well. XT. Well, I'll take C then. I'm ready.
Okay, cool.
I'll take C then.
Wait, C for what?
For the knockback spread.
Oh, that's where I've been going. I'll just
It's
make
okay.
room for you.
Yeah,
We'll figure it out.
there's plenty of room. There's plenty of room. There's room in the inn.
Yeah, I was actually gonna say we should try to both fit in there. Because everyone else seems to be ages away from me, so I'll just go slightly to the side.
I just don't really understand why the knockback is like that.
It's rude.
I'll try and watch and see, because I might be able to explain it if I see it, but I haven't been. Okay.
What's important is my heal saved lives.
Direi spero.
I'm stack.
Yep, this is stack first.
Stack that smiles back.
Direi spero. In the hitbox.
If you go just directly behind her, you'll be grand finning.
And then spread.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
See, when I'm directly behind her, it doesn't actually like knock me directly behind her. It's fucked.
Really? I was okay. I need to watch again. Okay, focus on basic relativity, not the previous bullshit mechanic. We're looking for the yellow traffic lights and check your debuffs, and also massive damage. Okay, we've got a short fire. Yellow's on 2, so I'm gonna go and stand out here for the fire debuff, and this shouldn't hit anyone.
Wait, what do I do for long blizzard?
Long blizzard, you do the same as short blizzard. There's literally no difference. If you've got blizzard, you always do the same exact movement.
That didn't knock us back.
If you've got short fire, Jace, you can go to kind of the waymarks opposite of the north side, and you can still be in range and attack the boss.
Okay, I was just playing it safe.
So if she was on C, healers should be on 3 and 4, and then if fires are short, they can be on 1 and 2.
Okay, that sounds good. I'll do that.
And ice always do the tether.
Yeah, we did have one ice just stood in the stack, which meant that the laser came straight there, and we didn't survive long enough to get the
But
knockback.
wasn't it long ice?
It was
long ice, I don't understand.
long ice.
So that means,
Sorry,
so that means
2
short
secs.
fire. Ice
Can
always do the red lights at east and west relative.
Oh, so you just
Ice,
never go with
doesn't matter whether you're long or short, ice will always go and take the first one. Long
So
or
the
short
thing-
ice
the
just
thing-
determines when
Oh,
the...
because the tether lights go off at the same
Yes.
time every time.
Yes,
Okay.
the
Because
deep...
I'm too focused on the AoE
Okay.
that the blizzard does.
Yeah, don't worry. The way that we're positioning for that means that that will never be a problem, because it either goes off while we're all stacked and no one's going to get hit, or...
Yeah, I was too focused on like,
Cool.
the AoE
Cool.
part of it. Yeah.
Right. Can I go boss relative right?
Yeah, go boss relative right. Is that...
It's if I get blizzard.
When we say boss relative, do we mean? Like,
Do you mean
relative to
yellow,
the
like,
light?
do you mean west relative to the yellow light?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, cool.
I'll double check that.
You
though when I get there.
you got a load of time to adjust, because that mechanic takes a while to go off.
Yeah. Yeah. Only dying makes my brain form wrinkles.
I think I know why the knockback didn't work for me.
Okay.
It's because she looks like she's not facing like.
This is spread first.
Oh no, it's spread. Fucking. Like her skirt is slightly to the left, and I look at the skirt instead of the.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I'm always like here, if you see where I am right now. Instead
Oh
of
yeah, that will do it, yeah. Whereas where you're at now is fine.
Because
I didn't say stack. We got away with it.
I can't believe I forgot again.
I was busy looking at Finny and that was
yeah,
fine.
Yeah, I was.
No, that was not your fault. That was my fault for forgetting.
To be fair, the knockback feels kind of more tight than you.
Okay, look for the yellow traffic light and check your debuffs and survive the hit. I've got short ice.
Long fire.
I'm taking the one at 3.
So
No, okay, I'll take the one at 1. I'll take the one at 1. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You're good. You're good. That was perfect. Now we go and
Everyone's
stack
on
with
the
everyone
map,
else.
Apart from healers.
Wait, do I go somewhere
No,
for
we
a long fire?
You go with the tanks
Okay,
to the opposite
Veggie,
side
you need
now.
you need to be
Okay.
north there, Veggie, not in the middle. Tanks always start off on that waymark, like Jay said, in front of the yellow.
Yeah, we never got to where long fire goes. You said we didn't get that far. So
We
we're
still
gonna go
still
back.
hadn't got there. Long
Okay.
long fire goes off after the knockback.
They had basically gone down to like 2 seconds, so I feel like I need to know.
Oh
where to
really?
go.
Oh, did we get long ice that time and I was being dumb?
But it was like 20
No,
seconds.
the ice went off.
Ice was short.
Yeah, it was definitely long fire.
My understanding
It's
is
just
sorry.
Like when that big AoE that showed up on one side of the field was,
Yeah.
like I was running out of that, only had barely seconds.
Yeah,
left.
that's right. That's right.
When the big AoE is going out, tanks want to dive out east and west and staying on the yellow side. So there's going to be 2 red lights either side of the yellow, and the tanks want to bait the beams from those. Everyone else is going to the middle unless you have long fire. Then you're going further south from the boss. So when that AoE near the yellow traffic light appears, if you've had long fire and it's getting ready to go off, you run
So
away as far away from the yellow light as you can, but on like left and right sides.
Wait, so we were on like C, right?
Yep.
Or something like that. Well, let's say we were on C. Anyway, so then
so we would
I,
have
with long fire, would go directly north.
yeah, you would have run across
No,
the
no, wait.
Because
There's
there's
2
because
fires.
there's 2 long fires.
There's-
One of you would go out towards the edge on one of you go out towards the
Yeah.
edge on 2.
there's yeah.
Don't go directly
But
south.
you can't say those positions because the tethers that the tanks are taking are not always in the same position. The blue tethers, the ones that slow down and
Right.
therefore the tanks are taking them, could be
So
on 1 and 2 or 4 and 3. So
it's not relative to the yellow light.
it is relative. Let me use some
if
markers. I need to use some
always
markers to
lost-
talk about this because
Okay.
otherwise we're
But if
just
it's
gonna.
always lost relative doesn't it mean there's technically a way to do it every time?
Yeah, and I'm going to draw that out because, and just to explain it real quick, and then we'll have another go at it. So this is the yellow one, and then we're going to have the tethers, which are going to be 1 and 2. So these are the first ones that go off, and these are the blizzard ones. The blizzard players are taking those. When they take those, the short attack will go off, which is either blizzard, which will be at those positions, or it will be the short fires. The short fires, if you get short fires, should go to the spaces here and here, because then your explosions go off, and you can go further than that, but the problem is that 1 and 2 are going to be pointing it towards north as to not point it towards the group. So that's the short fire positions. They're very similar to the long fire positions, so let's just go through the rest of the mechanics. So after the first tether goes off, the healer lasers will go off. The healer's just standing in the right place, so I'm not going to draw where they are. At that point, the rest of the group is stacked on A. And then, after those mechanics are resolved, we're going to need to run away from B, and for the most of us, we're going to need to stack just on the other side of C, right? But as you can see, the short fire positions are too close to them, so where you actually want to take them are here and here. However, there's a chance that that's where the tank tethers are going to be, so you might need to do here and
So-
here.
The easiest thing to think about, what we're not saying, is the second set of hourglasses that go off, healers are standing, if I can borrow 1 and 2.
Yep.
Kind of healers are standing here and here to effectively
Yeah.
to always bait the second set of hourglass beams. As if you've got long fire, you want to run towards the outside where the healer beams came from. That's basically going to be your safe zone for the next bit.
Yeah, that's a better way of explaining it.
So if you've got long fire, you see where the beams went for, and then you run towards where the second beams came from. And at that point, everyone else is either going to the middle if you're not a tank, or if you are a tank, you're going towards the traffic lights that had a purple tether.
If it helps, instead of thinking about where the beams came from, think about it's the untethered ones, because there's essentially a pair on each side, and the
I'll need to see it a few more times before I can start thinking like that.
definitely, which
So
is
let's go.
let's get back straight to it. I'm gonna do a ready check because that was a lot, but we'll get there.
I do be having flashbacks of like Papyrus reading how to do the colored tile puzzle.
Yeah, so if you've got a yellow tile, that means that you're going to smell of lemons, which means you attract piranhas. So the piranhas are in the blue squares, but if you do that, you wash off the smell of the lemons. So you can then cross again.
This is the clear, lads.
D-Day sped. Spread first. Spread first. In the hitbox. And then stack after this. Excellent positioning. That's perfect, Midori. I can't get over how fucking cool basic relatively looks. It's like Rainbow Road. Okay, check your debuffs. Look for the yellow. It's a long eye short fire situation. Yellow is on 2. I've got the one on 1.
I think I'm on A-ish.
Yeah, that's...
No, you're the middle ones first.
I mean, I'm gonna die, but that was my own fault. Actually, no, Finny, can you not point it at me?
I don't know where to point it because there's someone behind me.
You want to just point it directly, if yellow light is north, directly south, if you can.
So what do I stand on C?
So if the yellow one is on B and you were on this side, then you stand like here. And I'll point it in this direction. So the yellow tethered red traffic light is here. You're stood there-ish, that's fine. And then this will point a laser that way and it won't hit anyone. But you can be this close to it if you want. Honestly, like what we're doing is we're just going to give ourselves a lot of context for understanding this as we as you read it afterwards. I know that this is probably frustrating to try and figure out, but it's better us just dying a lot of times and being like, oh, so that's how that lines up in a few minutes when we read about it.
I personally feel no frustration. I'm just... my eyes are experiencing things. Good things.
Yeah.
This arena and everything is so pretty and the music is so good.
It's really fucking good. Don't say it, don't say it, don't say it. Okay, spread first.
If she's your girl, why is she overlapping her AoE circle with me?
In the hitbox.
It's stacked, it's stacked, it's stacked. After.
Yes, it is. Sugoi.
Still losing it over time compression in the middle of the screen.
Okay, long ice, short fire. Look for the yellows. I've got one.
Fire.
You want to go towards the yellow if you've got fire. That was perfect, Finny.
I thought fire is opposite of where the yellow is.
It is.
If they're short.
Yeah, it was short.
It was
I think
short.
Jason's call was wrong there.
Ice needs to be in the middle.
I think that was the wrong
We dodge
call.
the AoE from the yellow and everybody goes to the middle apart from the tanks. Or the long fire.
Okay, but where's fire? Now I'm really confused.
If it's
I
short,
was
if it's
long
short
ice.
fire,
I had
Again.
short fire.
okay,
was
if
short
it's
fire.
if it's short fire and the yellow light was at C, the short fires go to 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I not
So
go
it-
there?
yeah. Jason called stack that you shouldn't have stacked there.
Sorry.
That's why you're
Why
confused.
would short fire spread? Because the AoE has already gone up.
No, short fire are spreading at that point at the very beginning.
Yeah,
Because
that's what I thought.
yeah, so if it's short fire, you go to 1 and 2 for when the fires go off, and then you come and you stack with everyone on C. If you've got long fire, it's the other way around where you stack with everybody until they all move to the middle, and then you move away from the group for when your fire goes off.
Yeah, that's what I understood. Also,
Yeah,
like,
but you had short. That I think that was short fire.
I had long eyes.
Yeah, you had long ice. You
Okay,
you did
that
your
was fine.
movement. You did your movement perfect. I might have killed someone.
Ices always do the same thing.
You did
or,
the
like,
right
move in
thing
the
to
same
begin with.
places.
What you did at the start was just fine.
Okay.
Also, like, can't short fires go closer to the yellow, or do they actually have to run all the way there?
They need to be. They don't need to. Let's
So
go with.
The reason for 1 and 2 is so that the short fires can stay in melee range.
Ah,
Because if they're in the north, to save themselves from hitting everybody else, they would need to run away from the boss.
damn.
Stack first. Stay stacked. In the hitbox.
She protect, she attack, but most importantly, she make you stack.
These are all truths. That wasn't stack, and also I think Nova must have got hit by the tank buster. We can get another run in if we go straight away. Okay.
The moon in the background.
Yeah.
Moon.
Well, it's like Eden, right? That's like the Eden that's from E12S.
Yeah. The planet thing.
Eden Prime from Mass Effect. Okay.
If you want, you can swap places. Doesn't matter really.
No, I don't mind.
You are always on left, that's why I just hit bad.
Stay stacked. in the hitbox, but not forward. And then spread after. Perfect. Okay, very simple, very basic relativity.
So simple, very basic. Even a child can do it.
You got short ice. I'll take 4. You take. No, yeah, that's fine.
I'll press it.
Go and stack with everyone now.
Look away from the tanks.
What?
You need to come and stack with us after that, and then
Into
move
the
in.
middle, everyone else.
And then ice is gonna go off. We should be all right. And then we. Oh.
Ices went off. That was fire next.
I will die. Don't stick with me.
So let's. I'm gonna stop the stream there. Thanks everyone.